Gil has a stellar ninja resume, been to stage 4 twice, was our last ninja standing 5 years ago. He's one of the all-time greats.
Yeah, he is, and he's especially good on qualifying courses. He's finished them 8 out of 9 times.
Hello everyone, it's Noah Wilson and welcome to iHollywood TV. Wow, season 17 of American Ninja Warrior returns, bringing together the country's most elite athletes to conquer the world's most challenging obstacle courses. Tonight you got to witness Daniel Gil win his 30th buzzer on the show as he enters his 10th season on Ninja Warrior. He's a 2020 champ and a 4-time stage 4 finisher. He joins us right now via Zoom to chat about tonight's episode. Hey Daniel, welcome to iHollywood TV.
Hey, Noah, glad to be with you. Thanks for having me today.
It is so nice to meet you virtually. So before we talk about your big win that we just saw on tonight's episode, this season marks a major milestone. For the first time ever, all rounds of the competition, qualifiers, semifinals, and national finals will take place in Las Vegas. So how did it feel to mark a milestone for yourself and get your 30th buzzer in Las Vegas? That has to be the best, right?
Oh my gosh, no, it was incredible. I mean, being on the show, being a part of this competition all the way back since season 7, hitting my 30th buzzer here, I think my 10th season as well this year, has been amazing. Literally like a dream come true for me to be able to be consistent and going the distance year after year, and hitting that my 30th buzzer felt like a dream come true for me.
The competition is high this season. I mean, the competitors span from 15 to 72 years old this season. So, Daniel, how does it feel to see others at a different age compete to win, as this competition, clearly means so much to you as it does them as well?
Oh my gosh, it's harder than it's ever been, to be honest with you. The competition has never been so stacked, honestly, in any other previous season either. And personally, I went from being the youngest competitor at 21 years old when I first started on season 7 to now being more than twice the age of these 15-year-olds and still able to hold my own. And, age is just a number, as we see in this sport all the time. However, there is that sweet spot of being the most competitive, and I think I'm still within I'm within that margin. So you're going to see a side of me that you haven't seen in a while on the show this season, and I cannot wait to give it everything I've got.
Starting so young on the show to now being where you are right now in your, life and career, as we all continue to grow older each year, does it get a little more challenging for you? Because I feel like as we all get older and you're doing something like this, I'm sure, it's a little more challenging for your body, right?
Well, gosh, whether we want to or not,
Yeah.
we can't escape time. Now, thankfully, I'm more or less a full-time athlete, so I'm able to dedicate the time to sleeping enough, getting the proper nutrition, getting the right type of training, as well as recovery. And honestly, like any sport, you get out what you put in. And so I'm making sure that I put in the work and the rehab to make sure my body stays in peak condition for these competitions. And without it, if ninja weren't my full-time thing, then I would not be seeing the results that I'm currently seeing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, you have to really be dedicated to, conquer and win this stuff, like this. So, by the way, Daniel, let's dive more into your buzzer that we saw you win tonight on NBC. What does the 30th buzzer really mean to you, and how do you continue to push yourself each time?
Yeah, it's a milestone for me. It's funny, all throughout the years, I've kept a record of which buzzers I've hit, what seasons, what obstacles, and what athletes I was running alongside. And this year, this one, my 30th, was so special to me. Again, one of the top 3 buzzer hitters of all time on the show, and proud to be there. And I've got more buzzers ahead of me. It's funny, Noah, you have these goals, right? I want to get the 10, the 15, the 20, 25. Now at 30, it's just upgraded. Now I want 35. I want to continue the trend.
35.
I do. I want to continue hitting as many buzzers as possible, as many as this body will let me hit.
That you know what, you are so inspiring, and I think so many people that watch tonight's episode will think the same thing as I do. But speak, because that was going to be my next question, Daniel. How many more buzzers do you want to achieve? Like how far do you want to go?
Man, well, like you said earlier, we've got ninjas in their 70s competing. Yes. And I believe that I'll continue hitting buzzers at least the next 10, 15 years. I mean, we had guys like Travis Rosen in his late 30, early 40s, still crushing these courses. Maybe not quite as fast,
Yeah.
but hitting these buzzers consistently. And I believe, with the time, with consistency and doing what I've done up until this point, I've got many, many more buzzers ahead of me, both
Mm.
this season and for the rest of my career.
Now, Daniel, what's the key to achieving a buzzer? Like, I'm sure people watch, they might want to join the show. They're training. Maybe someone like you, I'm sure you train probably more than some of these people that are wanting to come on the show. But, like, what's the key to win?
Oh my gosh, mindset is everything. I mean, I've got friends that were former Olympians, and they talk about how what sets you apart from good to great is
Hmm.
what you're willing to do. I mean, you have to be willing to do what others aren't willing to do in order to get the results that others aren't seeing. My friend Jonathan Horton, Olympic silver medalist, was the one who shared that insight to me. And so whether it's getting up earlier or staying later when you're training, but again, it's what are your goals, right?
Hmm.
You have to determine what your goals are and then understand, identify, and map out what it's going to take realistically to get to those goals. So if you just want to, have fun and beat some obstacles, a lot of people can do that. But
Yeah.
if you want to hit buzzers, have record times, make it to the finals, and win American Ninja Warrior, that takes a level of dedication that most people aren't willing to give. Most people don't have time to do that. But
Hmm.
again, if that's your goal and you're willing to put in the time, energy, and effort, it's just a matter of time. You got to start somewhere in order to get to the finals, right? There are no such
Hmm.
things as overnight successes, but
Yeah.
if you can start walking towards those goals and never give up, no matter how many times you will fall or fail, you're going to see some great results over time.
Look, great advice right here from Daniel. If you're interested, you guys, in joining Ninja Warrior, the big Ninja Warrior fam. By the way, to others that witnessed your buzzer achievement tonight, what would you like them to know from you personally? As I know many see you, like I mentioned earlier, as an inspiring competitor.
Oh my gosh. I mean, the main takeaway is that every single one of us, we face obstacles, right? I do it on American Ninja Warrior, the physical ones, but each and every one of us face, not only physical obstacles, but even we live in a world right now full of emotional obstacles, full of the mental obstacles like fear trying to hold us back or stop us from trying new things. Maybe you have a ninja gym in your area, you've always wanted to go, but haven't worked up the nerve, right? No, get out of your comfort zone. Try new things
Mm.
because you never know what is around the corner. You never know what new group of community that you might have right around the corner, right? So try new things, overcome whatever obstacles you face in life, and make sure that you watch the rest of the season. Me and my ninja friends, we are going to go the distance, hit some more buzzers, and have an unforgettable season, a new season with side-by-side racing up in the finals that you will never see before.
Yeah, like this season's gonna be really big. Like, kind of just share, Daniel, what the viewers are in for with you and the other competitors, because season 17 is going to be wild.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, gosh, it's like an homage, a throwback to seasons past, because now that we've passed the qualifiers, the semifinals are going to have a, like a nod towards the past, where instead of side by side in the semifinals, like it has been in recent years, they're going to go back to the extended full 10 obstacle course like what we used to have.
Mm.
And it's going to really separate, who's got the highest level of grip strength to be able to finish the final obstacle on that semifinals. And then in the national finals, never before have we had this type of format. It's all going to be one large tournament, kind of like bracket style. So there are going to be many, many, many head-to-head races
Wow.
from the top fastest and strongest athletes on the show. It's going to be incredible to watch. We've never had this happen on the show. All of it's going to be happening in Vegas. You're not going to want to miss this season. It's going to be unlike any other in the show's history.
Yeah.
Again, we'll have Matt, we'll have Akbar, we'll have Zuri. So the faces that you know and love are going to be there hosting the action all along the way.
Now, Daniel, when you get ready to take on the obstacle course, is there anything that you like to do beforehand, like each time that you've competed on the show?
Yeah. Absolutely, there is. I mean, every single, high level athlete, we have our rituals, the things that we do before we compete or take the course. For me, I mean, so much of Ninja Warrior training and competition is visualization. What you see on TV is the first time that we actually touch any of those obstacles, if you can believe that. There is no warm up, there's no
Wow.
practice. It's one and done. You either do well or you fall in the water for the first time
Is that
when
nerve-wracking sometimes? Like,
yes,
yeah.
very, very much so. I mean, the tension is high. You're stepping up to that starting block, and everything looks way bigger than it does on TV.
Yeah.
So for me, part of my routine and my ritual is I visualize the course. I run it in my head dozens and dozens and dozens of times leading up to the competition itself, which you don't even know the obstacles until you show up that day.
Oh
So
my
it's very
gosh.
high stakes. You don't know what exactly you're going to get.
Very
You
intense.
don't see the course. Yeah. So I'll do a lot of visualization training, warm up whatever movements I'm going to make. And then, man, I get in the zone and I pray and I say, God, I'm going to give it everything that I've got. I know I'm strong enough. I know I'm fast enough to beat this course. I believe I'm capable. But whatever happens, I'm going to be a good representative of the sport, a good representative of my faith. And I'm going to showcase to people that whatever the outcome, I'm going to showcase what it looks like to stay focused, to be a great athlete, a great role model, because so many kids, so many people are watching the sport and looking up to us as athletes. So I'm always, if nothing else, I'm always going to be a great role model, what in the highs, the wins, and in the unexpected lows or losses or mistakes, right? So that's so much of what goes into my mindset and warm-up routine every single round of competition.
That's incredible. Look at you go. By the way, lastly, as we are celebrating your 30th buzzer, how will you celebrate with the family tonight?
Oh man, well, we're still in competition. I got a good sweet tooth. I love ice cream. Probably have a little, probably have a little pint, but
Uh-huh.
then really, I mean, gosh, being a new father as well is just, I'm gonna
Mm.
spend some time with my girls, my wife, my baby. We'll go for a walk.
Oh,
Thankfully, the weather in Vegas is tolerable at
yeah.
night.
Yeah.
But yeah, time with my family. That's how I love to spend any sort of celebration.
The best time. I love that. By the way, be sure to catch the new season of American Ninja Warrior airing with new episodes Mondays at 8, 7 Central on NBC and available to stream the next day, you guys, on Peacock. Thank you, Daniel, for chatting with me. Congrats to you, and we will be watching the rest of the season. It's just the
Thank you,
start.
Noah. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Daniel. Take care.
You as well.